Look, these Sun Belt battleground states, frankly, for the Joe Biden campaign, these numbers are an absolute disaster. The smallest lead is in Arizona for Donald Trump. He's up 6. Look at this, 9 in Georgia, 13 in Nevada. My goodness gracious, my God. That is a huge lead. No Democrat has lost that state since John Kerry lost it back in 2004. How about these Great Lake battleground states? This is something that the Joe Biden campaign can work with. Look, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump up 3, but that's well within the margin of error. Wisconsin, Donald Trump up 1, well within the margin of error. And actually, a Joe Biden lead well within the margin of error, up a point here. This they can work with the Joe Biden campaign. This, the Donald Trump campaign, absolutely loves, and it looks like a lot of the other polling on the Sun Belt battlegrounds.
When you're looking into the numbers, why do you think Biden is doing better in the Great Lakes and Trump is doing so much better in the Sun Belt?
Yeah, the Trump coalition is changing. That's basically what's cooking here. This is at least one of the big reasons why. So this is among likely voters in all these battleground states we just spoke about. Back in 2020, 84% of the Trump campaigns, the Trump coalition was white. Look where it is now. It's 78%. The non-white portion of the Trump coalition, it was 13% in 2020. Look at this now. It's 19%. So the Trump coalition is becoming more diverse. And, of course, those Sun Belt battleground states are more diverse than the Great Lake battleground states.
You're looking at the Nevadas and the Arizonas here.
Of course. If you look at Nevada, Arizona, heavy Hispanic population, Georgia, heavily African-American population. Michigan does have some black voters in it, but Pennsylvania and Wisconsin are heavily, heavily white.
Things are going from bad to worse for bumbling Biden. We got the latest New York Times poll that just dropped, and it's absolutely panicking the White House and Democrats all across the country. It's showing numbers that are nothing short of a nightmare territory for the Biden campaign, and we're going to see what's really going on behind them. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you stay sane in these insane times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, I think we all need to make a pact. We need to make a pact together that we're all going to rid our lives as much as possible of all woke companies. Just get rid of them. Stop spending our hard-earned money on any and all companies that are dedicated to promoting wokeness, and instead spend our money on companies that are actively defending our values. That's one of the main reasons why we partnered with our good friends over at Good Ranchers. Gang, if you love steak or you just love good old-fashioned red meat, and if you're not getting your meat from Good Ranchers delivered directly to your door, I'm telling you, you are just plain missing out. Not only does Good Ranchers raise some of the best meat I've ever tasted, they're a conservative American company out to serve courageous patriots like our Turley Talks family. One of the best parts about ordering from Good Ranchers is that this premium American-raised meat is coming straight to your door. It's convenient, it's delicious, and you can feel good eating it knowing that you're supporting conservative values. Believe me, gang, you won't be disappointed. And to show you their gratitude for patriots like you, they're going to give you 10% off your order. So don't waste your time buying factory-raised meat from some other country. Click on that link below or go to goodranchers.com/shop and add code Turley for 10% off your order of delicious American-raised meat from Good Ranchers. Keep your hard-earned money out of the pockets of greedy liberals and get real meat from real conservatives. Click on that link below right now. Things are just going, can I say? They're just going from bad to worse for bumbling Biden. Let's take a look at the latest New York Times poll that just dropped this morning. This is utterly astonishing. Not only is Trump leading in 5 of the 6 battleground states, the one exception being Michigan. That's where Biden's up by only 1 point. We'll get to that in a minute. Not only is Trump leading in 5 of the 6, look at the margins he's leading by. He's up 13 in Nevada. No Republican has won Nevada in 20 years. Trump is on his way to doing just that. He's up 13 in Nevada. He's up 9 in Georgia. Georgia's gone. Biden could kiss Georgia goodbye. That's way beyond the margin of fraud. Got 9 in Georgia. He's up 6 in Arizona. 6, gang, in a state that Biden, quote, won by 10,000 votes. He's up 3 in Pennsylvania, a state that consistently and stubbornly keeps polling on the side of Trump. And he's up 1 in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's very, very hard to poll, generally speaking. Expect Trump to far exceed his polling in Wisconsin and Biden to Well, to not. Now, if you want to see how pathetic the legacy media is, look at how Politico covered this poll. Look at that. I mean, Politico is just a propaganda arm for the DNC at this point. But even that doesn't explain this kind of absurdity. Look at this. Trump maintains a narrow lead in key battleground states. A narrow lead. A 13-point lead in a state that no Republican has won in 20 years. Is now, according to Politico, a narrow lead. Speaking of past elections, Rich Barris of the People's Pundit made a very interesting observation about Michigan. He pointed out that if Trump is leading Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, you can be sure he's leading in Michigan as well. Again, Michigan is the lone swing state in this New York Times poll that had Biden up, in this case, by 1. But Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania have all voted the same way since 1988. So this poll is utterly devastating for Biden. There's no way Trump carries all those other states and then loses Michigan. That's just not going to happen. Now, just to show you how desperate the Democrats are getting here, look at this tweet from Byron York. How many times have you heard that Democrats want Trump tied down in court instead of campaigning? Well, now Morning Joe types are expressing concern that Trump is in court where he's kept relatively quiet instead of on the campaign trail where he says things Biden can attack. You can't make this stuff up. The Democrats are now freaking out that their lawfare, which was deliberately designed to interfere in the 2024 election by keeping Trump off the campaign trail, is backfiring precisely because it's keeping him off the campaign trail. It keeps him from saying things in his rallies that Biden can go after each and every day. And of course, the assumption there is that Biden would be amplified by a cheerleading legacy media. I mean, gang, that's what's called desperation. When your plan A backfires and you've got no plan B. Oh, who's the idiot who thought it was good to have Trump locked up in court all day long? Not me, says Joe Scarborough. Now, whether Scarborough and other Democrat hacks in the media like it or not, what's happening here with these numbers is a pattern that we've been seeing for months now. Trump has hit a political sweet spot. The Trump candidacy is appealing to both white and non-white working class voters. That's key. The Trump candidacy is appealing to both white and non-white working class voters, which means that he's maximizing the rural white vote while at the same time minimizing Biden's non-white vote. That's the political sweet spot. Trump is maximizing the rural white vote that got him over the finish line in 2016. Remember, even if Hillary had won Barack Obama's level of black support, she still would have lost the election because she lost the white working class vote by so much. So Trump is once again maximizing that rural white vote, but now, at the very same time, in a way that he did not do in 2016, 2020, now he's minimizing Biden's non-white vote. And that's because Trump is siphoning off non-white working class voters, particularly in urban areas. Latinos and blacks are supporting Trump in record numbers. And that means record numbers of the non-white vote are defecting away from Joe Biden. Trump is at the same time maximizing his margins with white working class voters while minimizing Biden's margins in that he's siphoning off a considerable number of non-white voters. Again, Trump doesn't have to win the black vote. He doesn't have to win the Latina vote. He just needs to shave off enough from Biden's margins to overwhelm those margins with his support from the rural white voter who are coming out and supporting Trump in record numbers in all these primaries. And now the polls are more and more aligning with this political sweet spot. And it has the Democrats absolutely terrified. Here's your opportunity to tell big tech tyrants where they can stick it. Click on that link below and download our brand new cancel-proof Turley Talks app, and you can sign our special declaration of restoration. That's our petition to big tech that declares a new day is dawned. They are no longer in control, and we are taking our nation back. We've already got over 1,000 signatures of courageous patriots, and yours is next. Click on that link below or go to fight.turleytalks.com right now.